Колеги, доброго ранку. Ми розпочинаємо робочий день. До слова запрошується начальник управління комунікації та преси Міністерства оборони України, підполковник Оксана Havryliuk.
Усім доброго ранку. У Міністерстві оборони України триває реформування системи військової освіти та підготовки військ. На даний час органи військового управління, які є замовниками підготовки офіцерів у вищих навчальних закладах,
training are on the way, and they reviewed the qualification requirements to the graduates, taking into account the ATO experience. And the ministry wants to increase the level of practical readiness of the future servicemen. So now the 45 and 50% of time is dedicated to practical training, and 70% practical training for officers, and 30% they are trained on the polygons at night. Also, they introduce. They give the positions of teachers to those officers who served in ATO area. So now we have 40% of such teachers who have the experience in ATO. Hero of Ukraine, Colonel Igor Gordichuk, now heads Kiev Lyceum named after Ivan Bagun, and he's the hero of Ukraine, and he took part in the military actions near Savur Mogyla in August 2014. In military educational institutions, 650 participants of ATO undergo training. Also, 135 officers also are trained in operative and tactical tasks, and 80 in operative and strategic level of education. And also, 25 participants of ATO are aid the camp in National University of Defense of Ukraine. They started also to carry out courses for lieutenants, and now we have 825 young officers who participated in the ATO. These courses are provided in all military educational institutions, and these courses last for 3 months. Also, they plan to train 423 lieutenants. Also, there are courses for ATO participants who do not have higher education, and also there are retraining and refresher courses for officers of reserve who were mobilized, and also there are courses for commanders of platoons of anti-aircraft complexes and anti-aircraft complexes Zu-23-2, and also individual and collective trainings are provided, and all these trainings are carried out in firing, tactical activity, also driving, topography, tactical medicine, and engineering works. The commanders have the right to identify the topic of the lesson in order that their units were effective. Also, they restarted general staff training, and they are trained in planning the military action, and also movement for long distances. Also, the officers are trained in the military institutions, and new forms of study are introduced. We are speaking about situational actions that were carried out during ATO, also joint actions together with officers of different groups and special forces on the basis of complex tactical tasks. And also there are some tasks on military medicine, demining activities, anti-sniper actions, and also means of protection. And also they are trained in counteracting subversive groups, and they use models and imitators of sound and clutter. And after the course of training, they undergo a test, and they prove that they have necessary tasks and skills in order to achieve goals in the battlefield. Also, servicemen before going to military units, they first go to special training centers and to firing grounds. And those who are mobilized, they undergo a new program that is for young soldiers. And this course takes into account the experience of ATO and other military actions. In order to improve the morale of the soldiers, they use psychological training. And they also include mobile groups of training centers, and also they involve groups of volunteers. From the start of 2015, they train also our servicemen with the help of foreign instructors. They train mobilized servicemen, recruits, those who serve under contract, and they carry out courses in military medicine and engineering according to NATO standards. Ukrainian instructors are trained by foreign instructors, and then they carry out tasks together with foreign instructors and then by themselves. Foreign personnel also help Ukrainian servicemen in the comprehensive tasks, and we may say that this cooperation with foreign instructors increased the level of our readiness, and Ukraine gradually transferred to NATO standards. So about the medical treatment of Ukrainian servicemen. As of today, 119 servicemen are treated in hospitals, those servicemen who were wounded in the course of ATO. 73 servicemen are rehabilitated in sanatoriums, and from the start of the operation, 205 participants of ATO underwent this rehabilitation. 14 servicemen are treated abroad, 5 in Germany, 4 in Lithuania, 2 in the United States, and 2 in Latvia, and 1 in Poland. Also, I would like to inform you about the information campaign, Demobilization 2016, that we started together with our partners. Stratcom UA is our partner, and this started on the 5th of May, and this is a program to inform demobilized servicemen and their family about main social guarantees provided by the state. As I told you, this campaign started on the 5th of May in the framework of this activity. And also the Ministry of Social Policy, together with the Stratcom UA, they created a site, Demobilization Info. You can see the information on the screen, and there they gathered all the information about the status of the servicemen, and they described the procedure how to get the status, and they provided the answers about the mechanisms how to get these benefits, and also the context of state services. Also, in the framework of this campaign, they started some printed edition. So these are posters, and also we have some cards of this type. And the posters are in cars and near railway stations and in railway cars of Kiev and Kharkiv underground, and also these leaflets are provided to military units and territorial services and employment services, and also regional centers of ATO participants at state administrations. Also, there will be some events during 18th and 19th of May in Kiev, Kharkiv, and Dnipropetrovsk. Volunteers that help us to distribute this information to people such as servicemen and their relatives whom this information is important to. So also the team works on graphic video trailer, and there will be information on all the benefits that can be provided to the servicemen, and in the middle of May we may see this information on TV channels and on YouTube. So this is the end of press conference. Dear colleagues, next press briefing at 12:30.